minutes. Just like to welcome all of you for coming out today. We really appreciate that. We are a little overwhelmed by the big turnout, but certainly want to welcome all of you here to the Information Day, the Community Information Day about Legoland, Florida. Just a very brief introduction. I am John Jacobson. I am Managing Director for the Legoland Parks. We have today 4 Legoland Parks around the world. One in California, one in Denmark is where the original park was located, one in England and one in Germany. And by the way, those 4 parks today had about 35,000 visitors all between them, so they're very popular Legoland Parks. And we look forward to also welcome a Legoland Park here in Florida. We have another Legoland Park also under construction at the moment in Malaysia, very close to Singapore, so lots of development activities going on, and of course, as I said, also coming into Florida. With me today, and he will be speaking to you in just a few minutes, is also my colleague John Osher. John Osher is Head of Legoland Development, and he's been with us for about 10 years and been part of also developing the Legoland Park in Germany that we opened most recently, and is responsible for selecting new Legoland sites and getting them ready for opening here. I want to thank also the city of Winter Haven here for letting us be in this great facility. I have done a lot of things in my career, but I never thought I should be speaking in an orange-looking dome here. So fantastic, and thank you very much for hosting us. The purpose of today is really to inform you as a community and citizens about what this park is all about. We are enjoying in our 4 other Legoland parks excellent relationships, I would say, with the local communities. And those of you that have had a chance to go around and visit the other parks have hopefully also seen that. If you're talking to city leaders or citizens in the other communities, the Legoland parks are really working well with those communities, and we hope that this year is the start of that today by letting you as citizens be the first ones also to know more details about the park here to come. We have selected some areas where you can find more information. You've probably already seen some of them. There are a lot of questions about what is the Legoland Park going to be like. We are not quite ready yet to show you all the detail about the park, but on the video screens you can see lots of photos and images from the park in California, and you can see some of the images on the mood boards in the background also that shows you some renderings about what the park will be like and how we're reusing and recreating areas inside the existing cypress gardens and how well that fits into becoming a Legoland Park. All of that will hopefully tell you that a Legoland Park is a completely unique experience to any other theme parks. We're focusing completely on the target market of families with young children, 2 to 12 years old, our target group, and of course their mom and dad and their adjoining families are very important to us, that they can share an interactive experience together. We're not about passive entertainment, we're about you also participating and making the experience yourself. Just as a Lego toy is something that you can create a new toy with every day, a Legoland Park is a new experience every time you come to Legoland. The Legoland Park is about much more than Lego models, but the Lego models and the creation of what you can do with Lego is an important part of a Legoland Park. So we have selected a few models here to show you today, and actually the first model that will go into Legoland Florida is the White House building that was finished. So we brought that over, and you can see the President Obama and his family standing on the doorstep. So go over and take a look at that. That will be found when Legoland Florida is ready to open. But we have more than 50 rides, shows, and attractions to do. So as I said, much more than just Lego models, of course. We have today more than 100 people around the world sitting and building Lego models, Lego model designers that are making all these wonderful and fantastic models going into the park. If you want to have a little bit of an impression of what it is that they're doing, and if you have a skill of making models, you can go and help us to finish the mural that is being put together today. And maybe you want to make that a career. We have 1,000 jobs in total coming in, so there's information also today to be found. You can talk to some of our human resource representatives on hand today. We've hired 25 people so far, but we have another 975 jobs still to be filled. So we look forward to to hopefully see many of you also being interested in joining our excellent staff. So with that, we would like to, here during the afternoon and the evening, take the opportunity of answering questions that you might have. If you're interested in asking, you can ask any of us, anyone with a Lego Britain's badge, your questions. Otherwise, fill in a slip, and later on in the afternoon, we will again then go up here and ask some of the questions that have come up as a team. But John Usher is spending a lot of time here, so why don't you come up, John, and he will answer some of the questions that we've already heard and we know that you may all have. So thank you for coming.